This conference will now be recorded.
I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Seems some sharing issue. Let me reshare again. Okay, yeah. Good morning, everyone. Once again, my name is Shrutikant. Today we are going to start PowerShell session. Today is the first day, and we would be covering like how we can set up our console where we can start making our PowerShell scripts or the commands we can run. So I hope my screen is visible. Everyone can hear me very well. Just if someone can acknowledge I'm audible correctly.
Yes.
Okay. So I hope we all know what is PowerShell. Okay. PowerShell is a kind of programming language which comes by default in the Windows operating system by the Microsoft. So right now, the latest version of PowerShell is 7.1. It's 7.1 at present. And this is usually like Windows 7, or you have a server version like Windows 2008 R2. So we get either PowerShell v3 or the higher version. So if we have the latest either desktop or the server version, then we get usually uh, the good version of PowerShell, maybe 6, 7, like that. So in PowerShell, all the like PowerShell and the related technologies, whatever is there, it is kind of comes under Windows Management Framework. Okay, so what we do means we usually don't do, but WMF Windows Management Framework is installed. It is installed, it means we have the PowerShell and all related stuff related to PowerShell in our machine. So this is the official web page of PowerShell from the Microsoft, msdn.microsoft.com/PowerShell. Okay. I'm sorry, maybe I missed telling the agenda. So the agenda of this today's session is we will be setting up the PowerShell environment to prepare scripts, and we will know how we can take help from the PowerShell, like how we can get the understanding of help system which PowerShell gives us. Okay, and so PowerShell, so it gives us two ways we can do our stuff in PowerShell. Okay, one is it is giving us the console, okay, where we can run the commands like one command I run, hit enter, see the output like command prompt. Okay, simple command prompt. I hope it opens. So I run some command dir or anything, I get an output. Okay, so this is a console version. Another comes is the ISE, integrated scripting environment. Okay, this is a GUI version. Okay, but what happens by default, GUI version doesn't come with the server, Windows Server software. Usually by default it doesn't come. Maybe if someone has added as a feature from server manager, then it will be visible, but by default it doesn't come. So what you do to bring up the PowerShell ISE, the GUI console, either you can use the server manager and install the PowerShell ISE feature, then it will be available to you in the server. Or another way is that we can run the command add hyphen Windows feature space PowerShell hyphen ISE. Okay, this is the command. We can run this command to install this GUI console in the Windows server. But if you talk about the end user OS like Windows 8, 10, so GUI usually comes up there, so no issues. Now how we can open the PowerShell? One way is that I just open the run command prompt and I type PowerShell.exe, hit enter. Okay, I open my this command prompt console, PowerShell console. Another way is that we hit and Windows key, right? I type PowerShell. PowerShell. I see this PowerShell ISE, Windows PowerShell, Windows PowerShell x86, Windows PowerShell ISE x86. So what are these? So if you have a machine of 32-bit version which supports only 32-bit, then you will see only these two, Windows PowerShell x86 and Windows PowerShell ISE x86. Okay, only you get these two. The above one, Windows PowerShell x86, this is the console, okay, which I opened in the background, the same console. If I want to open the GUI, then I have to click Windows PowerShell ISE x86. Okay, this is 32-bit. If you have 32-bit machine, but if your machine is 64-bit, then you get usually all 32-bit options as well as the 64-bit. So in 64-bit, it is just simply like this: Windows PowerShell ISE, the GUI version, and Windows PowerShell, the console version, 64-bit. Okay. So we use 64-bit version if our machine is 64-bit. Okay, so if I want to open the ISE, then I click just ISE. Or I can open the console from here. So we can open from run prompt and from this way also. This is a GUI version, okay? So if I create new here, sorry, it is like something like that. Okay, so this is a GUI, PowerShell GUI. So we will get to know more. So we know how to open the PowerShell in two ways. One more thing, there are nowadays Microsoft is releasing the operating system like I think 2019 or somewhere. They just install the core version, OS core. They don't give GUI. So the mainly benefit of that it is tiny. The console version is tiny because in GUI it is graphical, so bit huge. not much, but yeah, compared to console version. So console version is also taking a little space in memory also, so fast performance. And GUI version also using a lot of .NET framework stuff. Okay, where in console version it is not using that much. Only the commands or those written in .NET framework, those are being used. Okay, so in the ISE version, how happens? Let's get familiar with this ISE version. So this is in the left, this is console, same, which I opened over here. This is a console, right? And in ISE also we get console here in the left. It may be right also or the bottom, we will see. So in the left it is a console, in the right it is a scripting pane. I can write my script in this right side. In the left side I can run my commands because this is a console, same like CMD or something, but different shell, more powerful. So here, if I see here in this, it is saying show script pane top. Okay, script pane. Now this is a script pane. I can write script here, so I can write script, and bottom is my console pane. If I click this, the same. Left is my console, right is my script. I can write, and in here I can write my script. Okay, in the complete screen. Suppose you are writing big script that way. Okay. And if I see this, it is to show me the command window. Okay, I can see the command window over here. If I want to search some command, okay, get hyphen event. Okay, so I can search commands. Usually we don't use this. And show command add-on. This command get added in the same window. Okay, I can write my script. I can also search my commands here whenever I want. Okay. Okay, so if I come to this console, okay, because this is a scripting language, programming language, so we I think let's see that how we can set up this. If I click this PowerShell icon here, the top left corner, I go to properties, okay, options. So if you want to like make the cursor which blinks small, medium, large, we can do that. Command history, okay. If suppose you want to keep history command buffer like 200 commands you want to see, the past commands which you ran, so those you can do that. You can increase that. Right now it shows 50. It means only 50 last 50 commands which I ran I can access. And this is buffer, like something 4 buffers they have configured, and we can increase the buffer also, how many buffer I want. But buffer size is having the 50 commands. Okay, it only shows me 50. If I want to quick edit mode, then I can simply copy, select and copy. If I want to this quick edit mode. And font, if I want to increase the font, I can increase my font here. Rest is usually fine. Lucida, console, font type. Layout, if you want to increase the screen buffer size, okay, height. So screen buffer size means this height, okay, this height. This is a screen buffer. Suppose you ran many commands, shows lot of output. So how many line it can show you? So it is showing the 3000 buffer. So it supports me 3000 lines it can show me, and width is 120 buffer. Okay, it is by default same width, and this window size width both are same. What is the size of window? This the PowerShell console which I have opened. What is its size? 120 width I have taken by default, and height. If I want to decrease height, I can decrease. Okay, this way. So that is how I can resize my window, or I can play with if you want to change the color or something that I can do on the console. Similarly, we have seen here uh, this toolbar, how we can see. I think this is my favorite, and I keep this closed. So options, where are option, add-on, help, debug, add-on, tools, options. If you want to like play with some color coding, like how it should, something comes as blue, something red, something sky blue, these. Okay, if you want to change these kind of things, then we can do here the adjustment. Usually we don't do, but we should aware. Okay, so now when we, because this is a CLI, right? So maybe if I type something, then it is chance that I can make mistakes. So it supports tab completion. Okay, suppose I want to see one command. Okay, get hyphen service is a command. But suppose I want to search here, I want to click tab. It shows me with the S. First is schedule job, second command is schedule this, then tab. I'm clicking tab, get hyphen service. I get this command, I can hit enter. Okay, so tab helps me. Similarly, if I want to uh, go through all the directories, okay, under C drive, then I can again tab. Okay, it shows me all the one by one whatever files or folder it has. Okay, so it helps me in typing. It may be little boring, but this is important. Maybe someone not aware of these things. Okay, so it also like helps that one command is set hyphen execution, something like that, execution policy. Okay, so it gives me command. I click hyphen e hyphen execution policy. See, with the help of tab I can see. If I again hit tab here, it shows me all the legal values whatever this supports. So tab is helping me at constructing the command, or making sure that my syntax or that there is no typos. So tab is very helpful here. But if I talk about the ISE, there is no tab completion, right? It is a better thing here. We call it IntelliSense. How it work? If I type get hyphen s service, so IntelliSense giving me this way all the possible commands. I can click this way. This is my get hyphen service. I can click tab. Okay, so I can write my command this way. It lists out all the options, and I can then use my mouse to see all those possibilities. Okay, so there is 32-bit. There is sometime confusion that it is 32-bit, 64-bit. If I have a 64-bit PowerShell, can I work on 32-bit? Yes, we can do. If you have 64-bit PowerShell or OS, still you can work on 32. The difference comes where we talk about the performance. Okay, if you have OS 64-bit work in 32-bit, then there could be performance lagging. But if you work same thing in the 64-bit, you will get enhanced performance. Also, we are learning, so we will make sure that it is right now a simple user. I have opened as a user, I have opened this ISE or the console. It is simple user. How I can differentiate that it is opened with a user or a admin? So I have it returns with the administrator. If it is open with admin, then it comes up with admin here. Okay, so I'm opening this with the admin. How can I open that with admin? So if suppose I close this, I have pinned in this here. Okay, you can pin here, like you can search in the window PowerShell, and you can take a shortcut like something like here, pin to start or taskbar. Okay, we can pin so that it comes up here in the taskbar, and I can just click and open the PowerShell console. So I right click, run as administrator. Okay, I can run it as an administrator. This is a console. Similarly, when I type I want to open PowerShell as an administrator, this is a ISE, right click, run as administrator, or here I can click. Okay, so right now I'm going to run it as an administrator. So we'll pause for a second. Console I am opening, and console it is opened. ISE run as administrator. I get some pop-up. You won't get up, but I get because of some restrictions. Okay. So I again have shared my screen. So you can see that this console GUI now shows up administrator here, right? And the console also shows up me administrator. So I can do my programming or commands either ISE or the console, whatever I like. But if you definitely going to create a script, then you use ISE. Okay. It also gives us the console also. So preferably we prefer ISE. Now, how do I know that what is my version of PowerShell? Actually, before PowerShell v3, it was not easy to identify the PowerShell version. But now it is very simple. $PS version table. I can again hit tab, $PS version table. It shows me PowerShell version, the first row. It is 5.1. Okay, this is my version. Okay, and similarly, I can type here. This is also my console, just to PowerShell version. Because of IntelliSense, it shows me this. Hit tab. In, remember, this console in ISE also shows me IntelliSense. It is also behaving same like ISE. Okay, this console is not like this. Both are different. It supports everything ISE supports. This console in ISE. I hit enter, and this is my version. Okay. All right. So now, usually as per Microsoft, what it says when do any programming, so we should see that this is my apostrophe. I have clicked, and now I'm clicking backtick. I hope you can see backtick and apostrophe. Both are different. So it is just to make sure that font is okay. You can easily identify in between these two. First is the apostrophe, single quote, and then backtick. Okay, backtick is In the keyboard, before for one it comes tilde sign. You know tilde sign? Tilde sign, okay? So we should be able to differentiate in between these characters. So it helps us to identify my font is correct. Otherwise, we can increase the font size. Now, help system. So now we have seen how we can set up our console or ISE, right, to run our commands, PowerShell commands. And we know what is the version we have. So what is command and commandlet? So what PowerShell gives us, the native commands, we call the native commands as commandlet. How do we write it? CMDLET. This is commandlet. Okay, this is how we pronounce commandlet. Sorry, this is this way. Commandlet. Commandlet. So command is actually something usually we call in in all the flavors of OS or applications. We say, okay, this is the command, this is the command. But what is the difference here? Microsoft has created their commands very, they have squeezed their commands. Okay, like animal, they have kids, like pig, piglet. Okay, piglet is small. So they have reduced the size of commands. That's why they don't say command, they say commandlet. Okay, just that thing it is. So when we see anything in PowerShell which we can execute, those could be commandlet, their out of the box commands, commandlet. We can execute the functions, we can execute workflows to get something done. These three, and these three we run to perform something, and combinedly we all this usually called as command. So command may contain commandlets, functions, or workflows. Okay, when we say what is command you are running, it may be some functions he's running or workflow or some commandlet. But if we see commandlet, then we are specifically identifying the commandlet. Okay, this is the commandlet which comes by default, uh, PowerShell. Okay, so whenever we open this, okay, first time, so first of all we should update our help. Update, the command is update hyphen help. Okay, this should be our first thing. We should update our PowerShell help system. I can hit enter. However, I have updated, but to show you. And this must be run with the administrator privilege, otherwise it will fail. Okay, it is taking some time, maybe. Yeah, it is updating my help. Now, one question can come, I don't have internet, okay? This command is updating from the internet. So if you don't have in your environment, then how can you do that? We will see. So in that case, what we can do, on any particular machine where we have the internet available, we will go on that machine and then we will run one command, save hyphen help. So what it does, it will download the help file from the internet and will save locally. Okay, and then that help file which is downloaded, I can give it to all the people who have to update their help system because they don't have internet. So that's how they can update their help. And this is very important. We'll see that. Let it complete. Save hyphen help is the command which is doing this. Failed to update help for the module Microsoft WS Man, PowerShell readline, Windows this, Windows you are unable to retrieve the help in XML file for UI culture ENS. Make sure the help, okay, it has updated my help, but just it is giving few error, okay, for particular module or something, so that's okay. We can ignore that. Okay, so what we can do, we can run the save hyphen help command. Okay, if I want to keep the help file locally, how can I do that? How I see the help command help. So help is a command which I run to see help on any particular command let or any command. Okay, maybe function, maybe workflow, or maybe command let. So help is the command. So I write help. Yeah, anyone, any question? Okay. So save hyphen help. I want to see the syntax of save hyphen help because I want to download the help file from internet so that I can share it to others and they can then import that help file. Okay, Control C. I just want to see the help here. Save hyphen help. Okay. So I have to give just the path where I want to download the help file. Okay. We will understand this all. Just give me a minute. Save hyphen help. So I can do save hyphen help and I have to give the destination path. And suppose I want to download it here, C drive, temp. Okay, here I want to download, then will it download? I never try. And after that, what will I do? I have to use update hyphen help command. Not me, but the one who have to import this. Okay. Let's see if it download the help. Looks like something it is working. So today we are we'll be covering only help, like how we can take help on any particular topic. And this is very important to understand the help system. If you want to be a good programmer in PowerShell or in anything, we must leverage the help system fully. Okay, so we have to understand help very well. Let me see, C drive, temp, type date, 31st, help content. Okay, so these are the seems help file, multiple help file, not one. Okay, yeah, I think it is giving me help in different kind of module wise. Okay, I never tried that, so it is giving this way. Now, uh, now suppose I have to import this, then what is the command? Update hyphen help. Suppose I am the guy who has taken this from the someone where internet was available, and I can run this update hyphen help and hyphen source path, and I have to give this same path temp. Okay, so what it will do, it will update my help system, and from this place whatever it finds it will update. Okay, I'm not running this, I don't need. Okay, so now how we take help from in the PowerShell. Help is the command. Okay, help is the command to take help. But what is the command which PowerShell has built? Their inbuilt command, that is get hyphen help. Okay, get hyphen help is the command. But get hyphen help do the same thing which help does. Okay, and man, it is familiar with the Unix guys. Okay, man get hyphen service. Okay, see it is showing me the same get hyphen service help, right? Control C. If I do help get hyphen service, same thing I'm getting here. Okay, if I run get hyphen help, again I'm getting the same help. So what is the difference in these three? First thing is that PowerShell Microsoft has tried their best that the commands are familiar with everyone. For Unix, they can use man. Okay. For Windows, they can use help. Okay. But their inbuilt command is get hyphen help. Okay. But what is the difference? So get hyphen help is my inbuilt command which Microsoft has developed. Okay. In maybe in the .NET framework or some in that way. But if I show you help, I want to take help on help. Get hyphen help, it covers get hyphen help and help. Okay, let's see. It lists me the commands. It doesn't show completely what it is. I want to make it a little bigger, or I do this way. Okay, so help. Pay attention. Help is a function. If you see the category here, here is my help topics. Okay, in the first column. Second column tell me is it a commandlet, it is a function, or what it is. It is a help file. So help is my function. Okay, get hyphen help is my commandlet. Microsoft gives me the commandlet this, and help is my function. And what is man? Get hyphen help man. I type ma star man. Oh, I type m star. Man. Let's take what is man is a alias, just a shortcut in Unix. Okay, so get hyphen help is giving me when I type get hyphen help to take help on any command get hyphen event log. So what it does, it gives me output and shows me the end. See, I see the end. If I want to go from the beginning, I have to go up, right? So this is the difference. But if I see the help of the same get hyphen event log, so help, see, it shows me from the beginning, but here one page only. If I want to see the next page, I have to click spacebar, the next page. So help is a function which is using the get hyphen help functionality, but showing me the page wise, something like that. Get hyphen help event hyphen log. get hyphen event log, okay, and more. In Unix, we know pipe, we give pipe and more. So what it does, it shows me anything page wise, one page at a time. So help is doing something like that. Okay, page, it shows me one page. Now next page, when I click spacebar, like that. So we know the difference between help and get hyphen help. But what is man? Man is nothing, just a alias name of the help page. It is just a shortcut, of the help command. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Suppose how can I search a command? Suppose I want to, in Windows we know uh, event log. Okay, event log, we have to suppose open event log, or we need to add something, we need to view the log, something we have to do. I need to search. Now what is how I can use the help system to search? Help event, it supports this wildcard. I click this. I want to see what all possible event commands are there. Get hyphen event, this, all that, get hyphen event log. This. Okay, this is my command which I want to see. Similarly, I can do log also. Okay, to list my command. We should know something just with idea. What is my command? Log event hyphen get hyphen event log get hyphen get hyphen event log. He in the beginning only I see there. So get hyphen event log is my the same command. Okay. Now I know my command. What is my command? I have to use, that is get hyphen event log. So I can type the exact command. Okay, and I can see the help. This is my help. In shortcut, gets the events in an event log, or a list of the event logs on the local or remote computers. But how the syntax is, let's see this first. This is very important. You can see the description that event log command that gets events and event logs on the local and remote computers. Okay, from local computer or remote computer, you can see their event logs via this command. First, you need to know when I checking the help of get hyphen event log, I see two commands, 1 and 2. What are these? Okay, so command let is same, but after that we have the parameter name. Hyphen log name is parameter. This is the value. Hyphen instance ID is the parameter. It's the value. It is some parameter. It is x value. Okay, parameter name and x value. And in the end, it is common parameters. Something. So the command supports, because it is 2, it may be multiple 3 or 4. So this command supports two parameter set. One is this and one is this. Okay. So these parameter must be differ. Okay. This parameter set, a set of parameters will be different than this. It means maybe this parameter, the parameter in this set must be differ from this parameter set. Okay, that's why they have created two different parameter set. If I want to see hyphen has string, does it has hyphen has string? There must be some difference. Let's figure out. Hyphen has string. It's not there. So that's the difference. Hyphen has string. Okay. This command doesn't give me this facility. So that's why they have created a same command with different parameter set. I have to use either this command or this command. Okay, we have to use one only. I cannot do like hyphen as string I'm also giving log name. Log name, this parameter support doesn't support log name. So I cannot mix these two. Okay. Either I use this parameter set or this. Very simple. Now, there would be one question that suppose hyphen computer name. This is common. Here it is also available. It is available here also. Now suppose I type some command get hyphen event log hyphen computer name, suppose localhost. Okay. Now what command will run, because this is a common? So the first one will run sequentially. First this. If you want this to be run, then you must give the parameter from this parameter set which is not in this. There must be that difference. Then it will identify, okay, this parameter I have to use. So it will use this parameter set. One difference. Okay. So that's why we know what are the parameter set and how we can use them now. Now, what are these square brackets? Okay, these square bracket. So the parameter and its value. Okay, the combination, it is a combination parameter name and a value. So this is one combination, one pair. Together it works. So if this pair, parameter name and its value, are in square bracket, is it in the square bracket, parameter name and value? No. But here it is. See, here it is. Parameter instance ID and the value. The value could be integer. That's why it is just the data type int64, just integer. So this parameter instance ID is in square bracket, but log name parameter is not in the square bracket. So the difference is, if the parameter name is in the square bracket, then that parameter name is optional. Okay, it is not mandatory. You give it or don't give it, the command will work. This hyphen log name I must give. If I'm using this parameter set, then I must give hyphen log name, because this is not optional. But instance ID is optional for me. Maybe if I want, I don't give it. After, this is also optional for me. If I want, I don't give it. Hyphen as base object, optional. Hyphen before get time, optional. Computer name, optional. Optional because it otherwise takes most probably my local computer where I am running the command. Okay, all are optional. Okay, all are optional, but this is not optional. Log name you have to give. Now second thing, parameter not in the round bracket, complete parameter pair, but this itself, this parameter name hyphen log name is in square bracket. What does it mean? Okay, I'll take this example first, then it will make more sense. So this is my optional, but instance ID is my in the square bracket. It means it is supporting the position. Okay, it supports the position. Like this is also in the hyphen log name is in the square bracket. Log first I will say log name is my mandatory parameter first. Second thing, hyphen log name is itself in square bracket. That's why this is a positional parameter. Positional parameter means it will be used as per the position it is written in the syntax. It is written in the first place. So it is the position 1. Log name after get hyphen event log hyphen log name comes first. So it has the position 1. Okay. And because this is a positional parameter, so I don't need to mention hyphen log name at all. Let me show you. Get hyphen event log hyphen log name is my mandatory parameter. Suppose I want to see application log. What is my log name? Application. I want to just uh, print only 10 logs, newest, or suppose 5. Okay, because I don't want to fill my screen, or maybe 2. So what it does, from the log name application, it prints me 2 log entries. Hyphen newest means how many entries we want to see. But I don't want to show you about newest at all. Hyphen log name is application, but log name is my positional parameter. So I don't need to give it at all, right? I can just application I am writing at the first position. If I write like this, 2 and then application, it won't work. Maybe it gives error or something, but I can give this way. Okay, first my positional parameter and then newest 2. It will work. So the difference is either I give the hyphen log name or not give. It will work. But I have to take care of the position. This comes at the first position. Now, let's see next. Hyphen instance ID. This is optional, but if I want to give some instance ID, I want to use this parameter, then this is also positional. Okay. I can simply enter get hyphen event log name, event log, and the log name application, and just enter the some value instance ID 5 or 6, whatever instance ID it is of log, some it could be something. Okay, without hyphen instance ID I can give that value. So we know the optional parameter, the positional parameter, and the parameter set. Okay, now you will see something, one more difference you will see. Hyphen computer name is my parameter. Okay, optional. It is optional, not positional. See, if I want to use hyphen computer name, I must use type the hyphen computer name because this is not positional, correct? But the difference here comes angle bracket. That's okay. Value comes in the angle bracket. It is very common. But what is this? This square bracket with the string. It means it supports multiple values. Okay. So I mean application I have to give, right? But if I want to give hyphen computer name, then I can give like this: server 1, server 2, server 3, like that. If it is a space, then you must use the quotes, double or single quotes, okay? Like that. Anything you can use. This is also valid. So that square bracket in the value tell me whether it is a single value or it supports multiple values. Hyphen source, it is also supporting multiple values. Source may be multiple of event logs, the logs coming from multiple source. I can give multiple values here with the commas. Hyphen username also supports array. This supports array. But like hyphen message, I can give only one message. It cannot be a that multiple message I cannot pass like that. Okay. If you want to see whether this is a positional, this is one way to understand, learn positional parameter, if this parameter supports wildcard or not. This is one way to see. means wildcard you cannot know here. But there is one more help you can get more detail. Help get hyphen event log hyphen full. If you type full help, you get the complete help about that command leg. Now it is giving me all the parameter help. Okay, so I want to show you that first hyphen computer name. Okay, you see it this help to understand more. Is it a required? It is a required or optional? It is a false. It is a optional because it was not in the square bracket, this complete parametering value. Is it a positional? No, this is not positional. This is a name. I have to use the name. If I want to use this parameter, I have to use this name, hyphen computer name I have to mention. What is the default value? None. Default value is none. You should type some value. Does it accept pipeline input? False. It doesn't accept the pipeline input. You will understand later. Does it accept wildcard characters? Can I give computer name like server star ABC? No, I cannot give because this hyphen computer name doesn't support the wildcard character. So this way you can see hyphen instance ID. It is also not supporting wildcard pipeline. It is a positional. See first position hyphen instance ID. The first comes with the 0 position. It was coming at the second place, so 1 position. It is required? No, it is optional. Remember what was my that hyphen log name, na? Event log name or something. Let's see that. Hyphen log, yeah, here it is. Is this my mandatory required? Yes, it is my mandatory. Others were false, but this is true. This is mandatory. Is it a positional? Yes, it comes at 0 position. It has default value none. You have to mention. Does it accept pipeline input? Leave it. We don't care. Does it accept wildcard character? No, it doesn't support. False. So that's how you need to take help from the help system of PowerShell, and it would be very important you learn the help system. So this week you can do this help, and in today's session that's all in the PowerShell, and we will be okay. Thanks everyone. Let me stop the recording.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, hi everyone. So in today's file handling session, we will see how in Python we can deal with the files, how we can read the files, how we can write into the files, okay, or some important methods this file handling supports. So when we do in any programming language, we have to read the files and we have to write some logs or some content into the file. But how do we do in the Python? For that, Python gives us one inbuilt function that we call open. Okay, that is an open function. The Python learning here, how we learning here is, this is a online website one. Yesterday searched it and it is good because it's supporting me the file handling operation. All the site doesn't support. But maybe some of you would have installed the Python in your machines, so you can use those also installations, and that would be easy for you. But I couldn't install Python in my machine because of some security reasons. So I use this online platform to teach the Python. So suppose I have one file, I create one file here, and this is my file sk1txt. Okay, this is my test file. This is my second line in the file. Okay, so I have one file here, sk1.txt. So how can I read the file from Python? I have one open function. If you want to see help on open, we can, as usual, I focus on help always. I take help on open. I click run. It gives me help on open. So it is a built-in function, and open, the syntax here it is. First, I have to mention the file. Okay. When I call the open function, I have to mention the file. Rest things are the default, some values are present. If you want to give, you can give your value, but by default, they have something. One of the important thing is mode here, mode. So when we work with file in Python, we have to like know, do you want to just read the file? Do you want to write into the file also? Or you want to append the file? So according to that, you have to mention the mode here. Okay. So maybe at bottom somewhere they have explained R is for reading purpose. By default, R is there, right? We have seen. Maybe if you missed, mode is R. By default, mode is R. R means read, read. It supports read. If you write the mode W, then you open the file for writing something. But remember, whatever content it had will be erased, will be gone. Okay, these two are important. And then one is important is A. If you want to open the file and you want to append the content, then you use A. Okay, A attribute. Python also supports the binary format. If you like dealing with image or something else, not the text file, then you can work in the binary mode there. By default, it is a text mode. Okay, it is a text mode we have. Plus, you can read and you can write, both the operation it supports. Okay, so these are the important R, W, A, and plus. These we usually use. Okay, let's see. Open. It is also, this is nice, and we are getting help also here. Open, it is giving me syntax. I can mention the file name, the mode also. Okay, so let's say write the file name sk1, sk1.txt. I have to use it as a string, okay, in quotes. So I can open the file this way, but in Python, when I open some file, what it gives me? It gives me a object, an object. So using that object, I can play with that. I can do like whatever I can do. So this will give me result, an object, and I want to store that object in FO. Okay, let's file over object. Now, if I want to play with the sk1.txt file, I have to play with the file object, FO. Okay, so now I need to know what all methods file object supports. Okay, you can go and you can help. I don't know how to see help here. because in this console it is giving me just open help about the open function. So if you want to see help, you can go to docs.python official website. You can also go, you can do Google also. Okay, tutorial. It takes little time, but yesterday I was looking into here, input and output, the here reading and writing files. Okay, I click this, I come here. So I can see this file, help. It gives me the methods also. Oh, methods of file objects. Okay, like I can hmm, read line method. These all are the method. Okay, write, if I want to write some content, tell, this is one method, seek, this is another method. So these are the important methods we have. Okay, all right. Now first, my job is that I want to read the file first of all. So I can use fo dot read. I click tab, it will come automatically read. This is a method, okay? Method. So here it was giving me help that I have to mention size here. Read, see, read in bracket, it should be a size. It is asking for size. Okay. Suppose I want to giving size of 5 characters. Okay. It will give me an output of 5 character, then it will read the 5 character from this file as given.text. Let's take that in some variable. Content is content. Okay. The content, those 5 characters are coming into this variable content. Now I want to print content. Okay. So let's see. I have to stop this because this help file is still in open mode, running mode kind of. Okay, I click run. It didn't do anything. What happened? I think it is working, but it's called get this. I run again. This. So first 5 character are these 5 character. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. Okay. Maybe 5 space also. It is giving. So it is working perfectly fine. Let's give 6 character. If it is a space coming, then one more character will come. This I. 4 character this, 1 space, 1 I, 6. It is showing me 6 characters. Suppose I want to see all the content. Okay, all the content. I have only 2 lines there, is it? Yeah, I have 2 lines only to learn Python. This is my test file. So by default, mode is what? Just to make you aware, R. Okay, I just to make you visible. This is a default mode R. I am just writing the default value. Okay, it will remain same. Nothing will change. So this way, through read, I can read the contents of the SK file, but I can only read. I cannot modify. Okay. So suppose I do one thing. I want to see the type of object. See, if you are making a program, then you must know what is the type of data you are playing with. You must know, okay? Let's check that. Print, how we check that? Type function we call, pass the content to it, okay? So when this I am using read method on the file object, I am getting the content and that data type is string, okay? I mean this whole data which I receive, it is a string data type, okay? So we know that. It is also give me one more method to read line by line. What is this? Read line, okay? If you see here, read line method here, reads a single line from the file, okay? So it's only reading a single line. If I run this, I change my method, I run this, it gives me only the one line. It can give me the whole file, right? But I want to see the data type of this also. String. So read and read line both are giving me string data type, that I know. But read method gives me characters. If I want to display as many character, I can give it, or I can display the whole file. But read line gives me facility to read the line one by one. If I want to read the second line, I can do that also. It can read one line there and in this way. Print, I think it should work. Content one. Okay, I can this. It read first line and then the second line. And I'm printing that content and content one. This is my test file to learn Python. This is my test file to learn Python. Okay. So line by line we can read. Okay. Suppose there is one more interesting method. Read lines. Z is also there. S. Read lines. Maybe up. Read line. Read line. Here it is. Okay. If you want to read all the lines of a file in a list, you can also use read lines. What is the difference? If you want to read all the lines, but I was also reading from the read method of a file, but here is the catch. In a list, all the lines when you read from the file, those will come into a list. Okay, let's confirm this. Now I type here as read lines. Okay, this will read all the lines. This is third line. So I am reading all the lines, and here I am putting those in content. I am printing in here that content. So all the lines, this is my test line to learn Python. This is the third line. See, the result comes into a list, and all the lines are separated by comma, all the elements, first, second, okay. Each line has become one element. Now I want to show you this. What is the type of content? List. So read and read line gives me string, while read lines gives me list. Okay, so that's the difference that we need to know. One more important thing, that when we open some file, it is a best practice we close the file also. How we can close? File object dot close. Close method is visible to me. Close. Okay, this is a good practice. So this is how I can close my file. I can read the file. Suppose I want to see, suppose I have some big program, very big program, and I want to see, I'm in some middle of the code and I want to see, yeah, what was the mode I was using. Maybe I want to just make some conditional check. What is the mode? Then how can I do that? Uh, I can do print. It has one method fo. Whatever I do with the file, I have to do on the fo object, because that file is kind of contains in that object. And now using that object, I can do in the whatever I want. Okay, fo dot closed. It was supporting brackets. Closed. No, it is not. Close has but not closed. So this is an attribute. Okay, important thing. I hope you catch that. fo dot close. Close having the round bracket, but closed doesn't have. So close is a function or method, but closed is not function. It is an attribute on that object. Okay, so closed I was using attribute. So it will tell me whether it is closed or not. If it is closed, then it will give me true. If it is not closed, then it gives me false. Let's see. False. It is not closed, right? That file is not closed. It is still open, but I closed here, right? Because I have closed here my file. So here I should get true. File is closed, right? So here it is closed. True. I can see true. Now I also want to see whether my file object mode. Okay, what is the mode and the whether it is closed or not. I remove it now. We understand. R. R is the mode. Okay. R I have written here. Suppose I write here R plus, then R plus, it gives me the mode of file object. Maybe you want to know what is the file here. fo dot name. Name is an attribute. I see the file name also. ASCII1.txt. What is the file I am playing with? ASCII1.txt. Okay. So this is how I can do the validation. Okay. So if I suppose, give me a second. Okay. Suppose now, right, I want to work in the write mode. Okay, right, what it supports. If file is there already, then it will erase the content and will write new, whatever you are writing over here in the program. If file doesn't exist, then it will create new file. Okay, so let's work on the sk1.text first. So I do fo dot, what is the method to write something? Write text. What text I want to see? This is my new text. Okay, what I am doing here, I open this sk1.text in write mode. Okay, I cannot read now. I can just write. I get this file in fo file object. On file object, I am calling a method write. Okay, write method. Write method to write something, whatever content I am writing here in this file, which is representing by this object, file object. I can do that because I have opened this file in the write mode. So what we believe will happen, all the contents of this file will got erased and then this new line will come up. Okay. Okay. It will show nothing because I didn't do anything. This is my new text. Okay, it got changed. Suppose I type here sk2. Let's see if it creates a new file also. sk2, let's run. sk2 also came. This is my new text. Okay, let's come to the script. So this is how we can write the text into a mode. But suppose I want to read something. fo dot read 10 characters. It will give me an error because file is open in the write mode and I'm trying to read this. I hope this gives me an error. Okay. Unsupported operation. This operation is not supported. Read operation. How can I do that? W plus. I think it will support. Okay, it can give me error. So it's supported. Or same, I can do this way also. R plus. Read, write. Okay. Now also both operation will be supported. I can write, I can read as well. And then close. What next? Okay, so let's create something sk1. This is my okay, we write sk1 text, we have something in there. Okay, let's work on some more methods, how those works. So there was one method tell. Okay, tell. So what it does, it tell me the current position in the file. Okay, the file object's current position in the file. So by default, that is the beginning of the file, 0. So if I write fo.tell, and I can print this. Okay, now I open this file sk2. Now I want to see what is the position, what is the object's current position in the file. Okay, suppose I am reading some document, I must have that somewhere, my cursor. Similarly, when Python opening this file, when by default, where is that cursor from where it starts doing its operation? So tell method will tell me that position, 0. It is 0. Now I do read something. Okay, fo.read. I read 6 characters and I print these characters. Okay, and again I see the tell position. Now where is the position? After reading the 6th character, where is the position now? So earlier it was 0. It reached the 6 characters, 4 space 5 and I6. Now it is at the 6th position. That is actually a 7. Okay, 0 starts with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 position covered. After 6, it would be 7, right? So it is 6th. Until 5, it has been covered. So it is telling me the current position. But suppose you want to go at particular position. No, I want to go again back to the 0 and again I want to read that. So suppose I tell you one thing. Now again you are reading something from that file. So it will start from the 6th position because the object position is 6th. Let's see. This after I is printing is my n6. Okay, 6 character it is showing me. But what seek method is telling me, seek, S-E-E-K, seek. If suppose you want to go at particular position in the file, you use this method, seek. How it works. It is little tricky, but I'll show you. Seek here. Yeah, seek. To change the file object's position. Okay, I want to change the file object's position. I use seek method. I need to give 2 things. Okay, offset, another is wins. We don't take this, I tell you. So wins could be either 0, 1 or 2. Okay, let's go there only. I forgot seek seek 0, 0. So wins this value, the second value could be 0, 1 or 2. 0 means the beginning of line, begin line. Okay, it is giving me just the scope. In the begin line, I want now in the begin line, it is telling me the begin line. In begin line where? At the 0 position. First argument giving me the position, second argument telling me in which area. The first line. Okay. So I now again print this, read. So ideally, I have read the sixth character and now I'm at the 7th position. But I now again go back to the 0 position using the seek method. Now I'm again printing. So it will print me again the same 6 characters. Okay. See. And if I want to see the position again, it will tell me the same 6th position again. See, same happened again. If I comment it, I don't use seek, then it will move ahead. After this is my and 12 number position it is now. So seek is something to change the position. Now 1 is 2. 2 tells the area of the last line of the file. 0. 0 means suppose this is my file. 0 is telling me this first line. 1, if wins is 1, then it tells me the current line. Suppose I am in the middle somewhere, 4th or 5th line. It tells that line. And 2 tells me the last line of the file. And the first attribute is telling me the position from here only, from the end. 0. I can give only 0 because as per the documents, because I'm dealing with the text file. Okay, so that's I have to do. So if I like go to the 0 position of the, so this is the last position, last line and the last position. So if I want to print something, I cannot, there is nothing after the last position. Let's see the position. It will tell me the last position. Let's see. Okay. So last 6 character didn't print anything, blank. There is nothing, right? And what is the position? 40. So if I say this decimal, this position is 40. Okay. So this is how I can use this method, seek, tell, and all these. Hmm. Let's I tell you one more way how we can deal with the files. So this is exactly the same. Maybe I comment it so that we can refer. Okay. So another method is, that is a better method we actually say, because in this method we have to close the file ourselves. Okay, as a best practice when we use open function. If you don't close, okay, and if you tell this file object fo whenever you assign it some other place or program get finish, then it automatically finish, but your memory, it will be in your memory before that, so it's not good performance point of view. So you close the file like fo dot close whenever your work is done, so that it is no using the memory anymore resources. But this close method we don't call needed in the new method. What is that? With open function Here we tell the file name sk1.txt. By default, it's in a read mode. Go. This is not good about this online thing. This help. I don't want this help, but still it is coming. It is giving me some error. Invalid syntax because this is not being used with open. So the syntax is with open as then the file object fo. Okay. Now you read the read function. So same thing we have to do here also. Fo dot read. I want to read all file, and then in the content, same you used there earlier. Okay. I can bring that content. So it is something like a function, not exactly function, but like that something. So with is syntax, open function we are calling here, then as is the part of syntax, then the file object, and the same operations we perform. Okay, I can read the complete file using this method also. But good thing here is we don't need to close the file. It automatically close when you come out of this scope indentation, then it automatically close the file. So that's the best part. Okay, let's write one program, small thing. Uh, so I have to write one program. First, it will ask me the file name and then read the file line by line. Okay. So suppose ASCII1 is my file. I remove this. Okay. I open my file. This is an old method, so we usually use this only. Not sorry. As per my requirement, I have to write from the user the file name, and then it will show me the content of that file. So input is the function I use to get the user input. Okay. So I'll take this in some variable file name. Okay. Now this file name I will open using open function. File name I have to give, and then the read method. By default it goes into the read only, but here I have to define some file object. Suppose file object. Okay, so this file I read, which I take from the user, and then I read that, and then I can print the content of that file. Okay, print file object dot, what was the method? Read line. Read line. Okay, but it will read the 3 lines only, right? So I use kind of this method first. Let's see. run. Kindly tell me the file name. Okay, sk1.txt. It shows me all 3 lines because I have entered it 3 lines. But I want to print using big good thing read. Okay, I click the complete file skill sk1.txt. Okay, it don't take care of the slash n also automatically. Okay, I can do one more thing. fo is my file object. This is one way, but if I want to use for loop for line in file object, this is my file object for loop, and then I line each line. So file object, it has all the lines, all the content. So line by line, I'm getting in this line variable and I'm printing this. sk1.txt. Okay, it shows me one extra space. Suppose I can use read line also. Print fo dot. I am telling you print methods. Read lines. It shows me all the line as a list. Read lines, right? sk1.txt. It shows me as a list. Okay. All right. So suppose my second requirement is that I want to create a new file and I want to write something and then the content of sk1. Okay. So what can I do? First, I need to know how I want to open the file. Suppose I want to open it. File name append a plus. A plus. A means append, plus means read and write both. I can read also. But I need to use this. Okay. Okay, file name I have taken above. And then I am passing this file name to the file object. And then I want to write something to that. File dot write. This is my new line. Okay, let's run that. Okay, mk.text, right. So it created one file because that was the write append mode and this file was not existing already. So it created one new file. But it didn't write this in the mk.text. Okay, so we do one thing. We here give this way mk.text. Okay, in this file I want to write this. Run. Again, it is not printing. Okay, so what could be the thing? It should ideally. File I am writing mk.txt, comma append mode. There is no wrong actually, but I don't know this online. Maybe something here. If I make it like w plus, I forgot write method, simple write. I'm going. Okay, this is not working here. But suppose open the file name bank plus file object, file object dot write method. It should work. There is nothing like I can do. It should work. F dot close. Okay, the syntax is completely correct, so that's fine. Now it printed. This is my new line. Did I make any change? I don't know. Sometimes this behavior looks like that, but now it is writing this content. Okay. If I close, if I remove it, this is what I added. Still, it should work. Run. Still running. Stop. Again, it didn't work, but it should work. So if I'm typing here close, then it is working maybe. But if you work online, then there are few challenges we have to follow. Okay. So so this is working. But so let's, okay, now I know that this is working this way. We can do one thing. I want to copy the content of SK1 and want to bring into the mk.text. Okay, so I do one thing, f file object, f open file sk1.text, by default in the read mode only, read mode, file object. I read the content of this file using read method, all the contents, all contents. Okay, so all the contents of ASCII1 text is in this now. Okay, now I bring this line so that just for some symmetry, this I write first and then I am writing the all underscore contents, all underscore contents. Okay, all underscore contents, the contents from ASCII1 file are here, and then I am writing these contents into my file object for mk.text. I close both, otherwise don't know if that work or not. F dot close. Okay, I closed both the files. mk. I remove this. ASCII1, there are 3 lines. I run this now. It worked. So this is my new line. this is my new line. This is my new text. So all the content is here from sk1, right? Can I do something like that? And equal to /n, will it work? Run. What is x, right, x now keyword? Okay, sorry, that's supported by the print, not like. Okay, okay, anyway, but this way we can copy the contents. Okay, we created our desired file here. We added new content, and this is from the old file we copied here. So that was I wanted to achieve. So that's it for today's session. Thank you very much.